Greeting everyone, and special greeting to our Professor Yashika Brinkley. The presentation titled as Organizational Cultural Comparison of JP Morgan versus Bank of America. This analysis is part of our coursework for MGT 6001 7802 Organization and Strategy, which is held in Summer 1 2025. We are a group of 6 students: Claudia Varley Ferrier Maglas, Luciana Maria Sack-On, Rachel M. Johnson, Satish Rajappa Silvaraj, myself, Tulja Sonte, Yoon Hang. Today, we, we will take you through a visual and conceptual comparison of how organization culture is reflected through the physical workspace environment of JP Morgan and Bank of America. Our goal is to demonstrate how culture shapes and is shaped by workplace design. Moving to slide 2, which is introduction of company overview. This presentation focuses on examining workplace environment to access organizational culture. We aim to understand how the design and layout of space can shape or reflect company values, behavior, or employee experience by comparing JP Morgan versus or and Bank of America. We hope to cover cultural differences and similarities that influences how work is performed in these institutions. From here, my classmate will continue on slide 3.
I'm going to talk about the key focus areas of analysis. To better understand the cultural differences between JP Morgan and Bank of America, we've selected 5 key focus areas. These include workspace formality, staff organization, status and power differentials, visible organizational values, and support for teamwork. By focusing on these dimensions, we'll be able to analyze not just the physical spaces, but what those spaces communicate about each company's culture, hierarchy, and approach to collaboration. This area serves as a consistent framework for comparing how workspace designs reflects organizational identity. Formal versus informal environment. When we compare the physical environment of JP Morgan and Bank of America, clear differences in formality starts to emerge. JP Morgan tends to emphasize a traditional informal aesthetic. Think polished woodwork faces, private offices, and more segmented layouts. The design supports a more hierarchical, structured work culture. On the other hand, Bank of America adopts a more modern approach. Their use of glass partitions, open plan areas, and sleek design creates a lighter, more flexible atmosphere. While still professional, its signs is shifted towards collaboration and adaptability, which aligns with more current workspace trends.
Staff organization. At JP Morgan, the office layout is designed to reinforce a traditional hierarchy. Executives are located on specific floors or in private offices, while staff are grouped by their roles in separate areas. This arrangement creates clear distinction between different positions and emphasizes the chain of command. In contrast, Bank of America workspace is organized to promote collaboration, open layouts, and share space allow employees at all levels to interact more freely, encouraging teamwork and break down barriers between departments and management. Power differentials. JP Morgan's physical setup makes power differentials clear. Senior leaders have large private offices that are set apart from the rest of the staff. Visually highlight their authority and status. This separation reinforces a more formal structure. At Bank of America, managers and leaders are often sit closer to their teams in open areas. This inclusive arrangement fosters open communication and a sense of equality, making leadership more approachable and supporting a more collaborative culture.
Hi everyone. Today I'm just going to discuss about the organization value. A visual cue of JP Morgan reflects the stability and prestige and professionalization often seen in the minimalized signage and the traditional artworks at artworks. At Bank of America, the values like innovation, inclusion, and ESG. ESG means environmental services and government, and privatization are reflected in the colorful wall art. Modern slogans and social equality theme throughout the office. And next slide, I'm just going to discuss about the support for teamwork. Support for teamwork. JP Morgan does not support the collaboration with the privatization and private workshops. In contrast of Bank of America provides the designation and launches and breakout pods and handles the room and inner contract and teamwork and information dialogue. This reflects the teams and agile work and culture. This is all about the culture support of teamwork. And next, my friend going to discuss about the key difference of the glance. Thank you.
These slides present a side-by-side comparison that help us understand how these two major financial institutions have built very distinctive workplace environments. JP Morgan's reflects a traditional Wall Street culture. The atmosphere is formal with polished wood finishes, private offices, and a clear hierarchy. This physical environment communicates values like prestige, structure, and professionalism. There is also a strong emphasis on individual work, with limited spaces designed specifically for collaboration. In contrast, Bank of America has embraced a more modern and inclusive culture. Their workplace spaces are open and colorful, with glass walls, theme-based layouts, lounge zones, and huddle rooms. These designs encourages collaboration, communication, and flexibility, reflecting the company's adaptability and employee-centered approach. To conclude, JP Morgan's workplace reflects a more traditional, prestige-oriented culture, whereas Bank of America's space promotes adaptability and collaboration. These differences can impact employee satisfaction, productivity, and how effectively each company responds to market change. To conclude, JP Morgan's workplace reflects a more traditional, prestige-oriented culture, whereas Bank of America Space promotes adaptability and collaboration. These differences can impact employee satisfaction, productivity, and how effectively each company responds to market change. To conclude, JP Morgan's workplace reflects a more traditional, prestige-oriented culture, whereas Bank of America Space promotes adaptability.
Okay, guys, here we provide our references that informed our research and analysis, including the primary resources of each institution's career websites, and also the academic tests of the organizational behavior and culture. Thank you for your attention. We now welcome any questions and discussions. All photos used are either original or for educational use. And again, we are Claudia, Luciana, Rachel, Satish, Tinaja, and Yun. Thank you. We appreciate your time and interest.